Before you step out like that, you made a wise decision. I'm not going down that road because I know where that's taking me, and I'm not interested in doing that. But this person don't know that. And so they see you as that. And in the background and in the interim, they have no choice but to respect you for it. Respect you and honor you for it. But their energy is contradicting. They have no choice but to honor you and respect you for it. But at the same time, they want to sacrifice you for it. They want to hurt you for it. They want to steal for and manipulate and you know, they don't want other people to see you the way they see you. They want to tarnish and, you know, take the shine and dull your shine and try to throw shade and trying to do things to control the narrative concerning you. So that's that. That's how they see you. But how do you see yourself? You got corruption, bribe, I always get this word wrong. They trying to manipulate. That's all it is. Manipulate. I'll just say that. And what is in reverse. And what this means, how you see yourself, is that you see yourself as too trusting. This relationship, this situation that you were in has made you feel like or realize or really pay attention to how much you give to other people. Because every time you give, you feel like you give too much of yourself and you give to the wrong individuals. You find out that the people that you're giving to, the people that you trust, the people that you give your time, your effort, and your attention to, they're not worthy. They turn out to be the wrong individuals. They turn out to be not who they say they are, especially concerning you. It's always some type of betrayal or some type of it's not a misunderstanding. No, they understand quite clear what they doing and how they feel. It's always some type of twisted negative content to it, intention to people concerning you. And you pay attention now. You see yourself as just too trusting. You trust the wrong individuals, and you're starting not to trust yourself concerning that. You're starting to pull back from giving to people so much, which is a good thing. However, you're trying to control the narrative, because that's why it's in reverse. You don't want corrupt. You don't want to give to the wrong individuals. You don't want to give to people that's pretending to be one thing and they not. Fake and phony people. And you feel like you've given too many people access to you. Too many people calling and texting and dumping and having you on the phone, and you listening to all their problems and all their issues. They just dumping their life issues and problems and stuff on you. That's called dumping. People call and dump, and then when they get done dumping, they get off the phone. They free. They done dumped everything they big and bad enough to dump on you. When they get off the phone, it's an energy transfer. You gotta go to sleep. You gotta you tired. You had things you had planned to do in your home or whatever. You get off the phone with them, you can't do nothing else. You tired, you exhausted, you got to go lay down. When they get off the phone with you, they refreshed, renewed, they feeling funky and free. They can, go on about their day free and go on to do everything they big and bad enough to do. They released. Everything is released. Until something else, and then they come back and dump again. See, this is what you're talking about right here. You feel like you give too many people access to you, and then you're depleted. You're depleted. You empty. You know. You're not like other people that when you're depleted, for a long, it takes you a while. No, you go to sleep or you take you a nap and you good. But it's just the point. And it depends on what it is. Sometimes you can go to sleep and take a nap. Sometimes you just need to go to sleep, period. Sleep it off. And sometimes it ain't no 1 day sleep. Sometimes you just gotta, take a couple of days of break away from people to rejuvenate. It depends on what they dumping and what you got going on. Because they could be dumping and then you got stuff that you got to deal with and you got going on in your life that you got to deal with. And then you got this other person dumping. So that accumulates, and then now you got to get yourself together. You got to go in hermit mode. You got to not take no calls and, stay put. Hibernate in your home and get your own self together. Get you some rest. Listen to high vibrational music. Get your jam on. Do a jam session. Pop it and lock it. Put you some Planet Rock on and, pop it and lock it and get yourself together. Do your dance and do what you got to do. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it and get it on down. All of that builds up and lifts your vibration. When you pop it and lock it and doing it, doing your dance and you doing your thing, that's not just you moving your body, you moving that energy, you sweating, you getting yourself. I'm not talking about just putting your jam on. I'm talking about really getting in it, getting into it where you sweating. Turn on your jam. You need to have all of the collective need to have at least a 30-minute, playlist. If you're a singer, a 30-minute playlist that you just sing for 30 minutes. Put jam after jam after jam. A jam that you put on and you may don't even feel, you just down and up. You don't even feel like singing. You don't feel like doing nothing. But you turn it on. You just find yourself. The first one may go by, but the second will come on, you start humming and you start, singing, and before you know it, you getting into it. And then before you know it, it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes going by, and you got jam after jam after jam, and you having a jamming session, whether it's dancing and sweating or singing. Something to take your mind off and lift your vibration, to take you out of that funk that you in or that energy that you in. I know I've said this before, but there's some of you that may not have heard me say that before. That's one of the fastest ways to lift your vibration, to get you out of that kind of energy, that negative, dumping that negative energy. Sleep, dance, sing, music is really, and if you don't feel like doing that, and you working or whatever, and you at work and you feeling some type of way, put on high vibration. Go to YouTube and put on high vibrational music while you work.